Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. Hope you're having a great morning so far. We're here to discuss some music this morning in the form of the Mannette Academy of Music because they're starting a new term and you can be a part of it. Let me welcome Director Mr. Barry Mannette as well as past student Simone Emmanuel. Good morning to you both and welcome to the Now Morning Show.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Very good. Very good.
I'm good also.
Nice. Mr. Mannette, tell us about the Mannette Academy of Music.
Okay, so the Mannette Academy of Music was formed in 2017. And of course, the main goal behind it is to keep the Mannette name and the Mannette legacy alive. So currently we teach steelpan, of course. And we really want to encourage people to come to learn to play the national instrument. We just celebrated Steelpan Month. We had a whole bunch of activities. But I know a lot of people are looking for a place to go and learn to play the steelpan.
Yeah.
Right? So that is one of the instruments we offer. We also offer piano and violin and guitar lessons as well. And music theory as well as CSEC music students, we assist them, we prepare them for their exams.
Is there a minimum age where you start at?
Right, yeah, so we take students from the age of 7. Right. Yeah, but our tutors are trained and equipped to deal with that age. Anything
so from
younger,
7 up, but is there a cutoff age?
No, so we have up to retirees and all. Yeah. We have a lot of retirees, yeah.
And if you were to estimate how long it takes the average person who comes in and says, I want to learn to play the steelpan, how long does it take them to become proficient?
To become proficient will take a while. Many years you could be playing the instrument and not be proficient. But I mean, we could get you to learn a couple of songs and be confident enough to perform on a stage, in a few months, about 3 months.
Okay. Yeah. And in that 3-month time, you would also learn music theory while you're learning to play the instrument, or it's two separate things?
Well, it's two separate things. So some people don't want the headache of theory. They just want to come and learn
to play you can admit it's a headache.
Yes. They just want to come and learn to play the instrument. We want to learn a song. We want to perform. Yeah. Right? And then there are a lot of other people who want to go deeper into it and understand the theory behind why we play in this way, that kind of thing. So it's two separate things.
And I understand. Well, before we get across to you, Simone, tell me about your experience at the Mannette Academy of Music.
Well, at first it was a hobby. I started in 2013, taking private lessons with him. And then when the academy started, I just went across to him. As you said, music theory, that is difficult. I prefer to play, but it's a good thing. It was my hobby, now it is my career. Because now I am graduating with Bachelor of Arts Music and hoping to do music therapy as masters.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you play with instruments?
Pan.
Pan only? Which pan?
Tenor and double seconds.
Nice. In terms of assigning people to steel pans, or if you were to say somebody come and say, I want to learn to play pan, do they get the choice of which pan they want to play, or you put them wherever you think they fit?
Right. So we kind of expose them to all the instruments. Right. And where I feel they are more suited, I'll be like, this is the pan for you. You could say right here, because a lot of people rush for tenor pan.
Naturally.
And it's like a tenor pan have so many notes in it, and they can't coordinate, and it might be a little bit easier to play a guitar pan or a bass pan with the bigger notes, you know? So I would expose them to all, be like, take a little thing here, and okay, we settle on one, and so that's how we do it.
Now, I understand that you don't only facilitate people who come in, but you can also do virtual classes as well?
Right, yes. So a lot of our classes, a lot of our students are done virtually. So we do pan and guitar and piano virtually, as well as we do pan in person, which is in St. Anne's. Okay. Yes.
How much does it cost to be a part of this academy?
Right, so it's not much, it's just $400 for the month. And it's, we tend to take into consideration the financial situation of everybody. And, so it's just basically $400 for the month, and you get your sessions for that.
How many sessions you get?
So you get 4 sessions, so one per week.
Once a week?
Yes.
Okay, and you said you can learn pan, you can learn piano, violin, guitar.
Yes.
And music theory.
And music theory, yes.
Which is all separate.
Yeah.
All right, when it comes to the way you've seen music being able to transform people's lives, Has that change been evident as they learn and as they grow along the process?
Of course, yeah, because I would see students come in and they would be very quiet, they'd be very shy, and as they develop more and they learn the instruments, and well, for us, we tend to have concerts to give the students the opportunity to perform on a stage in front of an audience. So when our students do that, you could see they grow in confidence. They would go on the stage, and right before they perform, I'd be like, "You nervous?" I'd be like, "Nah, sir, I'm okay, I'm good." I'd be like, "Oh, okay, that's good, that's good." So you really see the development of the students as we go along.
Simone, how was your first experience performing?
I have a lot of nerves, especially with somebody who's been in the spotlight in many sports. I still have nerves up to this day. Put me in front of an audience by myself, my hands will start to shake. But put me in a group, I am quite fine. But it is quite an experience. I definitely got more confidence while I was playing. And well, tenor-wise, that is kind of difficult pan. People say that's easier pan to start with. I don't find it's easier pan to start with, even though that is my main primary instrument.
We started with what, double seconds?
Tenor.
I
started with tenor, and then I switched to double. I can play all pans, but I prefer frontline pans, tenor and double seconds.
For somebody who does shake in the front line, you prefer the front line pans. Nice,
but
man.
It's a great experience.
Yeah. I used to play double seconds at one point in time. I found double seconds was easier than tenor.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. The way it format grammatically, it is better.
I agree with that 100%. All right, now, Mr. Mannette, people always say that, internationally, if you want to be able to say you're a professional musician, you need both the theory and the practical. What are your thoughts on that, rather?
Well, I am in 100% agreement with that.
Yeah.
The theory really helps you, and it goes in such a long way to help you to understand what you're playing, right? And that's one of the things we really try to focus with the younger age group. We try to just incorporate the theory in our regular lessons. So with the older kids, like the teenagers, they could do the pan alone and then the theory separate. But we decided, you know what, let's get the younger age, with the theory one time, so that the younger age group of 7 to 11 years old, we start to do the theory with them one time. So by the time they get to be teenagers, they could read fluently.
Because it feels like it's a whole other language, right? So they're learning a whole next language. And especially people who could read and play at the same time, I find that to be a gift.
Right, yes. Yeah.
That takes time.
Yeah.
That takes time.
Simone said that does take time. It takes time.
Yeah.
All right, so Mr. Mannette, I want you to do me a favor before we wrap up this morning and look into this camera over here and tell parents specifically why they should be sending their children to learn music. Not just to learn music in general and to learn music at the Mannette Academy of Music.
Right. So, learning music in general has so many benefits. You develop your memory, your focus, the discipline, right? So those are some of the things that we develop at our academy. More specifically, why should you come to the Mannette Academy is because it's a safe place, right? We are located in St. Anne's, and we accomplish so much, and we push our students to accomplish so much. So some of our students have gone on to university, some have gone on to win international competitions. Recently we had the music festival in Queen's Hall, and our students won all that. And so it's really good to be part of a group environment as well, teamwork and all that kind of thing. So it really builds and helps a student to develop.
If people want to contact the Mannette Academy of Music, how can they reach out?
Sure. So you could contact us, call us, or WhatsApp 678-0505. Or, of course, you could check us out on Facebook or on Instagram, just Mannette Academy of Music. And it will come up.
Nice. Simone, before we wrap, can you just tell me quickly how music changed your life, if it did at all?
Well, music changed my life first because I told you it was a hobby. And then I used that means to express myself more. Before football was my means to express myself. Now it turned into music, expressing myself. And I just like to help people with music generally, so that's why I want to do music therapy.
Nice. So the music is for healing and for expression.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about. Thank you all both for joining us this morning, and all the best going forward. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, we take a quick break and we come back with more inside the Now Morning Show. Stay tuned.